The Nibelunglied is a story that takes place in the year 12,000 that centers around two women who constantly push the plot forward and who are the centerpiece of each novel. They directly parallel each other, and at the end of the novel, they directly are in each other's place from the beginning of the novel. We are first introduced to Princess Kriemhild, who is the princess of Burgundy. She is known far and wide for her beauty, and she is described as charming, noble, and lovely, and that she was made for a love's touch, and that no man is her enemy. But Kriemhild has sworn off love after having a dream that her lover will be taken away from her violently. She says that she will have no happiness or sorrow, and she will not let her life be ruined through the love of a man. Shortly after, we are introduced to Brunhilde, the Queen of Iceland. She rules this land alone. She is mostly known for her vast strength, and her beauty has also spread wide. King Gunther, the brother of Kriemhilde and the King of Burgundy, has determined that he will marry her. But in order to marry Queen Brunhilde, you have to beat her in a series of athletic-type games. Whoever fails gets their head decapitated and is gifted to Brunhilde. If they win, they get to marry her. After seeing Brunhilde in her armor, Gunther, a servant of the king, says, "We are done for. The woman whose love you desire is a rib of the devil himself." Though both characters have a particular stance on men, they are seen widely different. Kriemhild, while swearing off love, is still seen as noble and ladylike. Her future pursuer, Sigurd, pines for her a little over a year. Their love is both mutual. Brunhilde challenges men and is far more aggressive. She is thought to be wild and devil-like. Her pursuer, King Gunther, their marriage is uneasy at best. Each woman gives men a different reaction. While Brunhilde inspires fear and terror, Kriemhilde inspires love and loyalty. When returning to Burgundy, Brunhilde questions why Siegfried, who she thinks is a mere vassal, is named Kriemhild, a princess. She says she is saddened by this fact, but Gunther reassures her that Siegfried is a king himself and holds vast power and a lot of land. Brunhilde, still unsatisfied, won't lay with Gunther until he tells her the truth. Gunther then tries to take Brunhilde by force, but he is easily defeated and hung up in the common area, where he wallows in shame and self-pity until the next morning. Gunther enlists the help of Siegfried, who he helped in the games, to subdue her for the night, which he does reluctantly. Gunther takes her virginity for the night, and the next day her strength is gone. Although the specifics of the wedding night of Kriemhild and Siegfried isn't shared, the next following days, Kriemhild and Siegfried leave to the Netherlands, Siegfried's native home, where they rule for 10 plus years and have a son named Gunther. Both women have an exchange of power, while Brunhilde loses it while being subdued by Gunther and Siegfried and having her strength taken away. Kriemhild gains it by marrying someone she truly loves and becoming queen of the Netherlands. After 10 years, Brunhilde is still suspicious of Siegfried and invites the couple to party. While there, she insults Siegfried's rank, still believing him to be a vassal. Offended, Kriemhild says that King Gunther had not won any of her challenges or subdued her on her wedding night, but in fact, Siegfried had. Offended, she races to find out if this is true, and when finding out, she is outraged and embarrassed. Hagen, a close friend, sees her frustration and vows to kill Siegfried. He comes up with the rules of a hunting trip and gets closer to Kriemhild to find Siegfried's weakness, which Kriemhild gives to him, hoping to ensure his safety. Hagen uses this trick to kill Siegfried when he bows down to get a drink of water. When coming back, Kriemhild immediately suspects Hagen, accusing him of murdering him, which of course he denies. But when he stands next to Siegfried's body, his wounds bleed again. Kriemhild returns to the Netherlands and doesn't speak to her brother for the next 3 years. Kriemhild refuses to see Gunther or Hagen for their role in Siegfried's murder, but Hagen pushes for Gunther to make peace with her so they can have a piece of the fortune that Siegfried has left behind. Gunther does so, and she sends riches that are given to the needy and poor. Hagen, out of jealousy, locks up the rest of the treasure. 13 years later, a pagan warrior, Etzel, comes to marry Kriemhild. Although Kriemhild at first says no, out of respect for Siegfried and her marrying a pagan, but his riches entice her to say yes. Kriemhild also comes to the conclusion with Etzel's riches, she can also exact revenge on Hagen, so they are married. 7 years later, she has assembled much power and reputation. She invites Gunther's kinsmen to come to a festival where she plans to exact her revenge. Although Hagen suspects a trap, he is shamed into going. On the trip, Hagen is giving a prediction that he will die. He tries to stop this from happening, but he soon realizes it's futile. When they begin to arrive and party, the mountain Tenzin rises when one of Etzel's men kills one of their own. But King Etzel, wanting to keep peace, tells them that it is just an accident. To dissuade this peace and to push Hagen into rage, she brought out her son. And when Hagen saw the prince, who he thought would avenge his father's death, he flew into a rage and cut the prince's head off. Everyone then started fighting, but Gunther's cart was definitely overpowered, and eventually every single one of the men were slaughtered. Gunther and Hagen are the last ones to die, and Kriemhild cuts off Hagen's head by herself. Brunhilde largely blanks out from the plot after she is told the truth. She assumes the role of what many novels do to female characters and is pushed to the side. In contrast, Kriemhild is still hell-bent on revenge and has planned to kill Hagen herself, which she does, but is immediately killed after. Both women are at opposite points at this part of the novel, with Kriemhild being more warrior-like and Brunhilde being more ladylike as years pass. Brunhilde, a warrior at the beginning, and Kriemhild, a noble lady at the beginning, is having an exchange of power in the middle of the book when marriage comes. Brunhilde loses her strength while Kriemhild gains it and becomes a queen. At the end of the novel, Kriemhild holds on to her power and exacts revenge, while Brunhilde is pushed to the side and is a noble lady like Kriemhild was in the beginning.